Let's hear from you. How was your week?
Okay, thank you, Joshua. So this week it was good. I had a presentation on my internship report. So I was stressing about it for a couple of weeks and finally did the presentation with my friend, and I would say it was a success. And I was glad. Yeah, and I would also like to thank A2SV and Kim Bontashoma. Yeah, and that's my personal win. I nominate Ashanafi.
Okay, Galila, thank you. Actually, uh, for me, actually, this week it was nice. Actually, we work on some work, and just for wins, I saw a movie. It's anime movie. Just I will not recommend you to watch it, but for me, I just I was laughing about that, and it was nice actually. Total. I will nominate Clement.
Hi everyone. Um, for my personal wins, the week has been very busy. Like where do I start from? Okay, so for the personal wins, I might say like yesterday I managed to get some few hours off, and I enjoyed it with my friends. So we went out. So I would say that it's a couple wins because it has been very long ever since I had like a time off and relaxed a bit. So you might say that's a personal win. Maybe I can nominate someone else. Nahom.
Uh, Thank you, Clement. In this week, I just got back to my campus. That's a personal win. Like I was familiarizing myself with the place. Like I was side apart for 6 months, so I'm experiencing the campus as a newcomer, and yeah, basically that's my personal win. The other thing, yeah, not much. So next person, Ms. Ghana.
All right. Thanks, now, team. How are you guys? Uh, so for personal wins, I was reading a book called Tuesday with Maury. Um, I don't know. I think it's been a while since I've read this kind of books. I mostly am obsessed with nonfiction books, but yeah, now I find this kind of books interesting. And yeah, that's one thing as a win that I'm considered for this week. Yeah, should I nominate or are we good?
Nominate one more person and we're going to proceed.
All right. So let me nominate mm, yourself, Nardus, if you haven't already.
I already did. I didn't have any personal wins this week, so nominate another person, please.
Okay. So let me go with
Who?
Kembon.
I don't think Kambon can talk. He texted something.
What happened?
He can't turn on his camera and voice. Inconvenient place, yeah.
All right. Maybe you help me with this. What about Joshua?
Joshua has shared his wins.
Okay.
Let me
You help me out.
Abel, can you share us your personal win?
Yeah, sure. I hope I'm audible. So we all have seen Muscana is not good who's speaking the right people, because I don't know why. But yeah, for my wins, actually, let me start from the losses I had. So for this week, on Monday, I think I tried to uh, mention it last time. I was trying to get 18 tax identification number. It was required by the university, so I went on Monday to obtain one. But there was a long queue on the revenue office. I went there. It was in the subsidies or under the subsidy office I was living at. So there was a long queue and everything. So I waited for a long hours, and right when my turn was about to be, they closed the offices and they just said we are not going to be handling any more cases for that day. So that really pissed me off. Uh, but the good news is, on the very next morning, I learned from my mistakes and I went there very early in the morning. So I was able to obtain the team on right before the afternoon. So I guess that's one huge win, especially considering the queue that was there. Uh, but apart from that, it's always the usual. Yeah, I think you probably all know that I follow I follow the English teams in the football aspect. So my team also won this week again. We can't stop winning. um, yeah, I guess apart from that, there is not a lot. I was busy with lectures and also managing the sessions for the students. I guess that's my win. I think that's it, right? Do I need to pick one more person?
Yeah, thank you. No, I think it's enough.
Okay.
So thank you everyone who shared us their personal wins. Let's move to the next part of the meeting, which is organizational updates. And I don't think it has been updated. So let's move to the next one. It's Ethiopian education updates. It will be presented by Abel again.
Sure. Okay. So from the Ethiopian education side, last week we were able to welcome the students around midweek, around Thursday. So they came back and did some practice sessions to help polish their problem-solving skills. And for this week, we started with some new lectures. So we thought that DP was more important. The dynamic programming lecture was important for the students. So we thought we start the final education phase with this lecture. This lecture was given on Monday. So for except Addis Ababa ASTU for AIT, now currently CTBE or AAU, for AAU and for Adama ASTU, it was held in a remote setup, but and for Addis Ababa ASTU, it was given in person, since they still have access to their labs. But yeah, we were able to complete this lecture on a 2-day span. On Monday, we gave them some kind of introduction to DP, or dynamic programming, how it can be applied, and how they can memorize some states so that they can write more efficient solutions for some problems. And on the second day, we showed them some very common variations. I think if there are some AI or software engineering people here, I think most of you are here, so we saw some common patterns like the knapsack, the traveling salesman problems, such type of some interesting problems. We discussed about them on the second day, so it was quite something. And from the students' side, they were really enjoying it. I guess I was seeing them during their practice sessions. They were trying some new types of problems that they were afraid of previously because of the tag being hard and everything. So I guess that was a good start for DP. We were also able to have some pre-programming sessions. This is a session in which we pair up students together and we give them some problems to work on it by discussing with each other, by sharing their ideas, and by sharing their approaches, and also by seeing how they can implement it in different ways. It was held yesterday, actually. Yesterday after 6 p.m., they were doing some pre-programming with each other. Yeah, and as usual, we also had a practice session. I think I've mentioned that slightly. Yeah, one other thing that's was also being done with the bottom-up dynamic programming lecture rehearsal. So dynamic programming is a two-part lecture. If I failed to mention that previously, this week we saw the top down. Now we're gonna see the bottom-up in the upcoming week. So the rehearsals have been started. There are two rehearsals always planned before every lecture. So I guess one of them is done. That's why it's partially done here. And I guess it will the remaining rehearsal is going to be done over the weekend before the lecture is going to be given. One additional thing that we planned for this week was a resume publishing session. So we were trying to bring Emre or some senior individual to give us to lead this session for the students. But since Emre was also traveling, we were not able to get a hold of him. So we did not find a suitable time to have this session. But I think we are currently having some discussions, so maybe having it tomorrow in the afternoon after the students have their usual weekly contests. So probably we might make this action item complete by tomorrow. Lastly, we also started the 17th round of one-on-ones. We are trying to have some discussions individually with our students, and I think we'll be able to finalize this round of one-on-ones by the end of next week. So let me go to the plans quickly. So the major thing we plan for the upcoming week is delivering the bottom-up DP lecture. If all goes well, we plan to give it on Monday, but if there are some adjustment, we might be pushing it to Tuesday. So that's one of the plans. And also, like after we have this resume polishing session, we also plan to start the application season strong. We will try to track every student's which like offerings each student is applying by using some Google Sheet, or I think there is some system currently in work, so we may try to use that. And additionally, along with this thing for the applications, I think it's going to be very important. We are also going to be doing some LinkedIn profile optimization session. So our students usually have their LinkedIn profiles up already, but they are not currently associated with A2SV, or they might not have made it more detailed or more professional. So we'll be trying to organize a LinkedIn profile optimization session, maybe along with a resume polishing session, and yeah, makes that an exciting one as well. So these are the plans for the Ethiopian education updates. If there are any questions, maybe they may try to address them. If there are none, I guess I can be done here. Okay, I don't think there are questions, so thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Abel, for the updates on Ethiopian education. Now we're going to continue to the next one, which is human resource updates, and it will be presented by David.
And before starting, happy Maska for everyone who's celebrating. And this week, main element and we're supposed to finalize the contract, but this team is not strong place like here. As possible. So we're planning to postpone for next week. And another thing this week I was collect everyone document to full passport, which passport. So some of you send me your passport as well as your card and police clearance. Make sure you send me by end of so on Monday, since Saturday and Monday is a holiday. I'm not expecting anyone to send me the file. The plan for this, if it's possible, me, Clement, and I'm going to finalize the Rwanda contract, and it's a minor adjustment. is done, but there should be my investment to have one meeting with the insurance company who's going to provide the insurance or cover insurance.
David,
Guys,
your voice is breaking.
okay, go on now.
It's the same, I guess.
Okay, let me change the place and I'm gonna present the. You can jump to next one.
Okay. Can you also write the documents that you want the people to send? Because we didn't hear you.
Sure, going fast.
Okay, let's move to the next one. And it's remote education updates, and it will be presented by Nahum.
Okay, thank you, Marcos. So for the wins for G6 education, we have officially kicked off the second camp on Monday. It was a successful session. We had just giving the students advices and how to basically like enter the second camp. It's our most intensive phase yet. So yeah, it was successful. And on Tuesday, we had a lecture on tri data structures. It was given for all of the groups, and the lecture recordings have been done as well. And then we had a LinkedIn and resume polishing session for all of our groups as well. So we basically prepared slides for for both LinkedIn and resume, and the heads walked them through some of the basic concepts in relation to those, and they reviewed existing resume and LinkedIn profiles to show them how they could apply those concepts in action. And yeah, so we'll have a contest. It's going to be a virtual contest because of tomorrow's holiday, and we have started the 14th round of one-on-ones, and it will be continuing in the next week as well. So when we come to our plans, we will be giving lecture on shortcut path algorithms. Both lecture rehearsal, both of the lecture rehearsals have been conducted, and we will have a weekly contest and continue on with the 14th round of one-on-ones. So those are the wins and the plans for G6 and for G5. They have completed test for the business profile component. That's for the web team. They have completed the forget password and Google sign-up features, and phone-based authentication and adding product endpoints that are currently in progress. And the plan is to finalize the tasks that are in progress, which are phone-based authentication and product endpoints, and add a continuous deployment functionality to the project. So yeah, those are the wins and the plan for G6 and G5 education. If you guys have any questions, please feel free.
Okay, I guess there are no questions. Thank you, Nahum, for the updates. Let's move to the next one, which is marketing updates, and I'll be presenting it. For the week, we had an AfroChat GPT-5 integration announcement post, which was posted today. And for A2SV, we had Monday motivation post, and we've broadcasted the G6 kickoff on Monday. And another post for A2SV this week was the London visit highlights that Emre shared. We reshared it. And the impact video postings, we've done the impact video posting strategy that will make it go viral or has more reach. Then for adults, we've already designed a pregnancy and mental health post, and we're waiting for the approval from the team. And then we will be posting it after the meeting or on Monday. And for A2SV, we also have Friday tips, and we're waiting for approval as well. We'll be posting it after the meeting. And for Escalate, we have a project highlight on master project and global talent placement post. And for IQ, we have 80% completed promo video. And when we come to the plans for the next week, we will be finalizing the global talent placement map and the master project highlights. We'll also be posting the impact video, and we'll complete the Akil promotional post. And for AfroChat, we're going to have the announcement follow-up post. Okay, thank you, and let's move to the next one. So next, we're going to have the core dev updates. The first one will be Dime, and will be presented by Muskana.
All right, thank you. So for Dime this week, I always start from continue working on our notification integration. This is a web task, and we have started some work, but still we might need the backend need to be deployed to for the notification to be fully tested and live. And we wrote tests for about 3 services. We have payment services, exchange rate, and transaction APIs. Yeah, we tried to set up a GitHub workflow for automating testing. This is for mobile, since we have a separate repos uh, for it. I don't think it's complete, yeah, but we plan to complete it in the coming week. And we've also upgraded Flutter SDK version to 35, so we meet the requirement that's set by Google Play. And we continued working on deploying the microservice that we have. Yeah, and I hope next week we can make it production ready and deploy it. Yeah, so for plans, we plan to make a microservice, Flutter web microservice production ready, and hopefully deploy it to GCP as well. And the other thing is continue fixing bugs. This is for web. We have some bugs on recipient and profile pages. So we plan to fix those, and yeah, continue the notification feature that has been started as well. And we plan to enhance tests as well. I didn't add that. Yeah, so this is the wins and plans for Dime. If you have any questions, it's yours. If not, yeah, back to you, Nardis.
All right, thank you, Muskana, for the updates. Let's move to the next core dev, which is adult, and it will be presented by Galila.
Okay, thank you, Notus. So for this week's win, we have improved persona transition by adding missing no option for pre-existing conditions. We have implemented a functionality that enables a user to export his or her health information as a PDF. We have started porting the mobile UI UX to the web app, and we will be reviewing and make a social media post on mental health during pregnancy and during the year after birth. We plan on doing that after this meeting, and plans for next week are continue expanding the test coverage for web, mobile, and backend. We will continue the implementation of the adult web application, release a new iOS version incorporating the recent changes and bug fixes, and we'll be finalizing the application for the Y Combinator Accelerator program. And that is it. If you have any questions. If not,
Okay, thank you, Galila, for the updates. Let's move to the next one, which is Akil, and it will be presented by Brooke.
Hello everyone, I'm going to be presenting you this week's wins and plans for Akil. To start off, our first win is include dashboard statistics for each opportunity. Second one is continue backend test on user profiles and user profile routes, implementing multiple nodes for one representative, post We'll continue working on editable preview for post-opportunity functionality on the web. And on the mobile, we are continue working on pre-filling profile when users are applying. For next week's plan, we're going to be working on releasing token expiry issue on the iOS, finalize organization representative role, finish web implementation for role-based access for organizational admins and staff, finalize the editable preview for post-opportunity functionality, and fix chatbot recommendation on the mobile to be in-app. If you have any question, let me know. Right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Brooke, for the updates. Let's continue to the next one, which is Skill Bridge, and will be presented by Naol.
Okay, thank you, Nardos. For this week, most of our members were on a leave, including me, so we didn't do much, but we finalized cleaning up the mobile on the mobile side, and we finalized the document to just adjust the workflow within current members, and also we were able to finish the document, which includes the possible updates on the backend side, and we were trying to reach out documentations incorporating Emre's feedback, and we didn't finish yet it. And for the next week, we will start fixing bug on backend side, and we will finalize the reach out documentation incorporating with Emre's feedback, and we will also reach out active members. Yeah, that's the wins and plans for this week. If there is any question, you're welcome.
Okay, I guess there are no questions, so let's move to the next one. Thank you, Naol, for the updates. Next, we have Rated, and it will be presented by Abdul Hamid.
Okay, thank you. So I'll be presenting the weekly wins for the rated. Let's start from the wins. For
We can't hear you, Abdul Hamid.
I'm not audible?
The voice is very low.
I'm not audible?
Okay, you are now.
Okay. For the wins, we changed the item recommendation algorithm. So now the suggestions are more accurate and relevant for the users. And for the on the website, on the landing page, we added the number of dishes to the stats, which gives the users better information. And we also added the restaurant name to each item review to make it clear where the dish is from. And we also started working on the second round of feedback on the mobile side. So, and some issues are already addressed, and we're gonna finish the rest on the next week. And the fifth one is we are continuing the work on a TP integration for the Telegram and WhatsApp. And the last one, we also started addressing the feedback from the landing page review. For the plans, we will finalize the OTP integration for Telegram and WhatsApp. And we will finalize the feedbacks both from the web and from the mobile sites. And we gonna work on the location bug on the backend side. Thank you. That's all from us. If you have any question, please welcome.
Okay, thank you, Abdul Hamid, for the updates. Let's move to the next one, which is PrepRo, and it will be presented by Salome.
Hi everyone, this is Salome from PrepRo team. So this week, last week we finished the web designs, and this week we have initiated our way into translating those web designs to mobile wireframes. So we are already halfway through. And also successfully implemented the notification module on the backend API side. So for the next week, we plan to finish the mobile wireframes design and present it for a next review. And the other one is on the backend side. We will initiate the development of the file system module and its API routes. So this is all for this week and plans for the next week. If you guys have some questions, please feel welcome to raise.
Okay, if not, let's move to the next one. Thank you, Salome, for the updates on PrepRo. Now we're going to continue to the IMCI updates, and it will be presented by Abigail. Abigail, are you here?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so this week we've designed the settings and profiles screens, and we redesigned the assessment page. There was no design for the infants, so we added that. We also built the monthly reports with the classification count, and we designed the lab. And the other one is in the backend, we built the core functionality for managing patient data. We initiated the setup for of assessment and links to patients. This was this week's screens. Next are we set the mobile flow for a review and to finalize the patient module with validations and end-to-end tests, refining the consulting and follow-up screens, and progress on unfinished pages, including the assessment page for the web, and working on setting up disease classifications with the color coding. Oh, and if you have any questions, please continue.
Okay, if not, before we end the meeting, David, can you speak now? Should I move to your slide?
Sure. Can go to my slide.
Yes. Okay. Can you see it?
Can you make full screen?
Okay.
Please. Thank you. So this week, the week is we finalized the contracts. There is a minor adjustment to be made, and we supposed to, me, Emre, and Clement supposed to work over it and make the final comment on it and distribute to everyone. But still, we need some input from insurance company, so we are waiting for that. But more or less, we finalized the whole contract, so it's a minor adjustment. Hopefully, Monday, Tuesday, we're going to have the final version of contract and everyone going to get their contracts. And the second one is the plan was to collect everyone documents, like yellow card, police clearance, as well as passport. I can say we collect more or less 90% of the passport for the blocking staffs, but still there are some staff who can share their passport. One way or another, you have to share it after the weekly. I'm expecting that. The plan for next week is to finalize the contract, Rwanda contracts, and distribute to everyone. Next one is to collect the document. In the meantime, to finalize the agreement with the insurance company, we're going to cover our medical cost. And the last one is that we have some staff to resign for court date, so we have to fill the opening position. So I'm screen some CVs and send it to Clement, and Clement will conduct another round of interview. We're going to finalize it. This for my end. If you have any question or anything you want to clarify from my end, I'm open for it. If not, thank you and happy Mescal.
Okay, thank you, David, for the updates and announcements, I guess. So we're going to move to the conclusive remarks, and it will be done by Clement.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to check if I'm audible because I'm using the headphones. Am I?
You are. Yeah.
All right. So thank you, everyone. Maybe I would like also to give some few updates. Originally, your flight for everyone to come to Kigali was on 4th. It was scheduled to be on 4th. So that means, let me see, it was supposed to be Saturday. It was supposed to be Saturday next week. At this moment, that date is still there, right? So nothing has changed yet. However, there were some minor issues which might affect this date. Let me explain. One of the team members, I think you know, Hasset, she joined recently. So because for her, she had some the working permits of Rwanda, she was like, "It's fine. Let me get on the flight and come to Rwanda." So we booked her flight. She was supposed to come to Kigali yesterday, but it didn't work because they misplaced her names on the ticket. So the names which was on the passport was not the same on the ticket. So the first name and last name was like interchanged. So with that, it caused an issue because her flight got cancelled. She got at the airport, they refused her to board, saying that the person on the flight ticket is different from the person on the passport. Now, we had given the airline all your names for flight booking. They have already booked. We were even trying to pay, though there were some few issues during the payment, like the SWIFT code was not going through. But it was good luck for us because we realized that if we had not known this issue, this problem which happened with Hasset, it might have happened with all of you. So right now, we have to pay additional money on the Hasset's ticket so that we can correct her names. So with that, we were like, let's pause for a bit. The HR is going to collect all your passports. So the flight asked us, the flight agent asked us to give them the passport photos of like your passport photos, so that they can put the names correctly the way the passports are. The names on the passports are, so that you can get your e-ticket. So with that, this Monday, I'm going to go to the airline. I hope everyone would have gotten their passports. If not, I believe maybe the ones who have the passport are the ones you can purchase flights for, and then the rest you can purchase their flight tickets after once they get the passports. So I believe HR is in the process of collecting the passports. That means tomorrow, Monday, the people who would have provided passports are going to get their tickets in their emails. So that's one. Other than that, there's also another thing which HR told me that some of you have not been able to get the police clearance, which is needed for the work permit to work in Rwanda. And you know, this work permit is you can get it from Ethiopia, you cannot get it from Rwanda. So if you come, man, If you come without it, it's fine. They are going to allow you in. You can just get into the country on a visa. I mean, on a visit visa or a touristic visa, because you get it at the airport. But it means you have to go back to Ethiopia to get your police clearance so that you can file it with the document of getting the work permit. So with that, the police clearance is really needed. However, this police clearance, as from the HR told me, is that we need to send you invitations from Rwanda, from the company in Rwanda, which is going to host you, which means it's A2SV Rwanda. So, which comes back to A2SV Rwanda must be registered in Rwanda so that it can give you the invitation. Then you can acquire the police clearance. So for the registration, the incorporation in Rwanda, we were supposed to have it this week, but there was an event in Rwanda. I think you might have heard of it. It's called the UCI. It's the World Cup of Cycling. So it kept everything on hold. Like all the government institutions stopped for a week, but everything is done this Sunday. So meaning on Monday, life will get back to normal, and hopefully either Monday or Tuesday are going to get the Rwanda incorporation. But also I'm waiting for Emre to talk to him about it to see that we can use the USA incorporation to send you the invitations to come to Rwanda. So if that works, you can get the invitations tomorrow and go get your police clearance. So other than that, for the office, we have purchased some few items. There's also like the furnitures which are being done in the office. It's still let me call it like a secret, because you have to be excited to see it. It's really good. Once you get here, trust me, you're going to be very excited to see the office. But we might say that is roughly 80% done. So this week it is going to be 100% done. For the people who are going to get here this week, let's say for Hasset, she's getting here today. I'm going to pick up from the airport at 10 p.m. Ronan time. That's going to be 11 p.m. your time. So she's going to be able to see it. So, ladies and gentlemen, other than that, I would like to thank you so much for your hard working. And honestly, this, I might say, working remotely, fully remotely is a bit challenging, because sometimes there's also internet issues. There are so many different issues. But despite all that, you managed to get things through. So I would like to thank everyone for that. I know it's a very big challenge, and that's why I say congratulations for everything that you've done up to this moment. So for Emre, who is in the US, he's at the UN. You know, there's a UN conference, and I think everyone we know what he has gone to do. He has gone on the hunt to get for us some funding. Let's pray for him to get some results, and I believe he's going to get some very useful results, so that I mean, life will be better for us and everyone at A2SV. So without further ado, I would like to thank you so much, and have a good week ahead. Thank you, everyone. Back to you, Nados.
Okay, do you want to do the quote of the day?
Sure. But before I do the quote of the day, if there's anyone who has a question, because what I mentioned was not only the closing remarks, it also involves some few informations. And if I may say, this coming week is going to be your last week before you come to Rwanda. So maybe you might be having some few questions you can ask. But if there's no question, I'll start with the quote of the day.
I just wanted to make sure that we needed letter from person. I think they were getting the document, the police for 2 weeks, or the first 1 or 2 weeks. after that, they send the report stuff. I don't know where it could be from US. It must be from Rwanda. A2SV Rwanda incorporated, and the must send it from Rwanda and A2SV incorporated. Thank you.
All right, thanks, David. So I think that one is clear, which means we have, I mean, I'm going to do whatever I can, run through all my connections to see that we can get our incorporation done by tomorrow. Like, I'll do my best, because I think it is possible. It might be hard, but I think it is possible. So once we get our incorporation, we are going to send the letters to everyone right away. Right, thanks, David. So the quote of today is, either you run a day or the day runs you. It's a quote from Jim Rohn. He's an American entrepreneur and an author. So guys, we are the ones in charge. We are the ones in charge of our life. We're in charge of the ones in charge of what you're supposed to do the day today, because either you can even choose to sleep and no one is going to wake you up or do anything, you know. But if you choose differently, if you choose that today I'm going to do this, despite all the challenges, you're going to get some results. So everything is in our hands. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you, Clement, for the conclusive remarks and cut off today. Have a good weekend and happy holidays, everyone.